What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily build video. This time we're checking out the brand new Bugatti Atlantic concept. Let's go. Real quick before I get into the video, if you're looking for any of my Motorfest tunes or my Need for Speed Heat builds, I've moved everything to my website. It's militiagamingco.com. There's links in the main navigation menu for Need for Speed Heat builds and Motorfest Pro settings, so click those if you're looking for that. The link to the site is actually in the description of this video. All right, enjoy. All right, real quick before I get into the pro settings of the car, I just want to talk about the car a little bit because it's a brand new car and maybe you guys don't know how to earn it. It's $3 million for the bundle. You have to buy the bundle in order to get this car and the Lamborghini SC20. I'll be doing a video on the SC20 tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. But this car actually feels really good to drive. When you put the pro settings on the car, it completely transforms it. In a stock state, it feels very wonky. Like, it just doesn't want to do the things that you're trying to tell it to do. Your steering is very delayed. It's just, it feels heavy. It feels like the car's rocking back and forth, a lot of body roll. It's just not a good car to drive. Like, it just feels terrible. But with a pro tune, with the pro settings, it actually feels really nice. And I was able to run really fast times for my test courses. Now, that doesn't mean that it's the fastest car. It actually ran the 5th fastest time on my test course, Achieving Immortality, which actually tests the car's high speed turn ability. Almost all of the turns in that course are very high speed, like very limited braking, almost no braking in that entire course. It's a very quick, very high speed course, so it tests that ability. And then I take it over to Legendary versus Rivalry, which is actually way tighter and much more about acceleration and gutter turns and how quick the car is versus how fast it is. And on that one, it actually is top 5 as well. So we got top 5 on high speed turns, top 5 on shorter, tighter turns. It's definitely a very well-rounded car, but if you're using it in the stock state, it's not going to feel that great. So if it's not my tune, there's going to be lots of tunes out there that you'll be able to pick from. Find a tune that you really like, feels good to drive. If it's mine, awesome. Anyway, let's get into the tune, and then I will show you my fastest run on Achieving Immortality, and then we'll go for a grand race. So up first, we got the power distribution set at 60%. That is the most aggressive power distribution I've ever done in a car, and it helps a lot with the acceleration. It also helps with your gutter turning. For the brake balance, I've got it at 60% towards the rear, 40% towards the front. We move into the suspension, we've got it at +5 both front and rear. The compression front and rear is going to be +4, and then the rebound front and rear is going to be -5. Now for anti-rolls, I've got it at 0 for the front and +10 in the rear, and then for the camber, -0.25 in the front and -0.15 in the rear. So the only thing I'm doing here is introducing a little bit more oversteer, and with the ARB rear all the way up, introducing just a tiny bit more snappy steering. It is a little bit slow still in terms of steering, but you get used to it when you're driving it, and it feels pretty good after that. So here's my fastest time on Achieving Immortality, and then I'll see you for a grand race. All right, so we got motocross and then Alpha GP and then the Bugatti. So hopefully I'm in a good position like always, but you just never know with these motocross starts, man. You might hit a rock that's completely invisible and ruin your own day. You might run into a player like that. Oh, and then get a boost from someone behind you. Oh, like, I just got ejected, dude. What even happened to this? Whoa. All right, here we go. We're in decent position now, but who knows if it's gonna stay that way. Almost hit the car there. We're all right though. Air NOS on motocross is a little bit useless. I just tap it a couple of times and then I use it when I get back to the ground. You tap it just to limit the amount of speed loss that you have. You want to save it for this section here because you get yourself back up to 143. Oh, a little bit of a mistake there. Gives people a chance to catch up. So we get back up to the 40s. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. We got lucky with the motocross, baby. Let's go. I don't think I'm going to be able to walk away from the pack solo like this. Especially not if I have to lift on corners like that. I shouldn't have done that. Should be a full throttle corner if I take it right, but it is what it is, dude. Let's see if we can control this thing. There's only a couple like little bit hairy corners in here. This one coming up is one. Locked up the front wheel. Other than that, did a nice job. I'm sure there's faster ways to take it. That was pretty safe. Again, that was safe as well. I think I've seen people take that full throttle. I'd say we're doing all right. Also, I don't see the names switching in second and third. So it seems like maybe second place is not slipstreaming. I think he's by himself. Looks like third and fourth are switching, so those guys might be. Oh, now it seems like they're in a 3-pack potentially. Little tip, if you didn't know it, when you go across the grass in an Alpha GP car, you gotta keep the throttle on, because if you don't, you will slide, and that actually goes for most cars. All right, Bugatti, let's see what you can do. The car actually feels really good. It drives pretty nice, dude. As long as you're controlled with it, you're just not asking the car to do more than what it's capable of. That's a big thing in this game, actually. I think if you drive enough cars in the game, you'll start to get the hang of the fact that, like, the car can only do so much. The rest has to be done by you. And if you drive the car in a more controlled manner, as opposed to just being crazy the whole time, you'll start to see yourself finish higher in these grand races. I actually do prefer this hypercar ending to the one that goes up the hill. I am god-awful at gutter turns, and so I'd much prefer to go through the city here. All right, that one I probably could have taken full clip. That one I for sure had to slow down for. But look at the speed this thing holds, though. I mean, it's very good. The only, like, slight knock on it, I would say, is maybe the like top speed when you're in slipstream. I actually didn't get a chance to be in slipstream on this one, but we still got the dub, and that's good enough for me, man. It is a very good car. I mean, really, really good. I'm gonna drive it quite a bit more after this, especially in grand races, because I want to know where it stacks up in the meta conversation, you know? And that gap was a little bit bigger than I thought it was. I thought they were closer, to be honest. I was racing a little bit like they were close. Anyway, shout out to Dan the Killer, 420 Evo, and Aiden Spams for the second, third, and fourth. The car is just, it's nice, dude. It's very nice. It's got, its lateral G stat is like in the middle in terms of the cars I've tested, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it can take a corner very, very nicely. So anyway, it is worth it at this point to buy that bundle. Please save up the 3 mil, grab yourself a Bugatti Atlantic Concept. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to everybody that came through on all my streams and all the podcasts and everything else like that. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Trigger out.